Okay,
What up,
here we
gang?
are.
What up, gang?
What up? Here we are.
The football season sucks, so we're here now.
The football season was awful. Your
Poor.
basketball team sucked.
Your basketball team's worse.
My basketball team sucked. So here we are picking games for everybody else's basketball
If
teams.
y'all didn't know, this is where I'm headed.
My boys headed to West Virginia. Dad will not be wearing West Virginia paraphernalia.
If you don't, I'm never buying you tickets for any games.
Oh, no. God forbid I ever go to West Virginia when Oklahoma State's there. That's going to be something.
You're going to be so bored without me.
All the way Lord. So here we are. We're going to do, it's March Madness. March Madness, literally, I would...
First time I'm taking part in it.
First time you're taking part in it, I would argue is probably the best sports time of the year for the vast majority of Americans. There's a pretty good group of Americans that love the Super Bowl, right? There's a pretty good group of Americans that love like kind of the college bowl season and the big, when it gets to like the playoffs, and with college expanding to more teams, that's going to start to become like March Madness in basketball. But that's yet to be seen. We're not there yet. So right now, March Madness is, I would argue, in the U.S., it's the biggest 3 weeks of sports in the U.S. all year, the whole year. I had my first exposure to March Madness was I was in junior college, and there were these guys that ran this sandwich sub shop, and there were some of us on the golf team in JUCO. And we would go hang out, and they talked us into doing like $5 a person, throw it in the pool, and it was for the Sweet 16. And what they did is they seeded the teams, and so you drew out of the hat. I got Villanova, and they were the 16th seed out of the 16 teams, and Villanova ended up winning. They beat Georgetown in the finals. I think it was 84-85. You may want to look that up. I haven't bothered looking it up because we're not worried about specifics here.
My first experience was visiting UConn last year on their championship day, and they won.
Yeah, right. We actually did a visit to UConn, and they were setting up, right? They were setting up for the championship game that weekend. Like the TV people were there. It was pretty wild.
I guess got that magic touch.
Yeah, you had that magic touch.
We should actually go visit the team I have winning, I think.
Oh, we'll see. Because, I don't know, West Virginia's not in the tournament. Let's see. Then I had, I think the following year, I was actually at a junior college basketball game, and there were some college basketball coaches there. Bobby Knight was one of them. And when you saw those coaches, you were like, okay, there's a dude playing basketball here. Who is it? And we spotted, we spotted a kid, and we're like, we think that's the kid. And that kid turned out to be Keith Smart, who hit the winning shot for Indiana the following year to beat Syracuse. And I think that was 86, this 85-86 season. But that was pretty wild. The year I Met Your Mother, which is not a TV show.
Definitely is.
2004, that we met in January. That March, Oklahoma State played and lost in the Final Four. They lost to UCLA, who ended up winning the national championship that year. I used to do stuff every year with your Aunt Deanna, your Uncle Richard. We used to do picks all the time. We'd fill out brackets and share them and bust each other's balls about it. And it was a lot of fun. So March Madness is a good time, and I'm glad you're like into it. Like you're like kind of okay.
I mean, I don't know a lot of players, so I'm just going off of what I know.
Right.
Which is more than you.
And it stinks because the best weekend in March Madness is the first weekend. So it's 3 weekends.
There's so many games.
Right. Well, it's so many games, and it's usually the weekend you get most of the upsets. Right. So. Excuse me. So you basically have 3 weekends, right? 3 weekends. First weekend, the opening event. That you've got like was it 3 or 4 playing games? We have 3 or 4 playing games.
I think it's 4.
There's one.
Well, I completely forgot about the playing games.
There's one, but you don't pick those.
I didn't even.
There's
I wasn't even.
No,
Pick any of
you have 2 playing games because there's 64, and then they have 68, so there's an extra 4 teams. So they only have 2 playing games. Nobody picks the playing games. Don't bother picking the playing games. Nobody cares about the playing games. It's great. Teams get in, but nobody cares about the playing games. All you care about is the 64 that are in the main bracket, right? And so essentially what you get down to is you're cutting the field in half every time. So it's big to win a first round game, and when you win the second round, you make it to the Sweet 16. And you make that. If you do that, you're in the next weekend. You have the Elite 8, and then you make the Final 4, and then that's the final weekend, the Final 4 and the finals. They actually used to play back in the day a third and fourth place game, but they stopped doing that a long time ago. Believe it or not, the NIT tournament, which will also now offer bids to teams that didn't get into the NCAA, the NIT tournament back in the day, like we're talking in as late as the 50s, was actually the bigger tournament. That was actually the bigger, more high-profile tournament than the NCAA, but then you got into the 60s and that got surpassed. And now the NIT now is basically the tournament for all the teams that had mediocre seasons but didn't get into the NCAA tournament, right? So, all right, so here we go. So what we're going to do is we have the bracket up here. This is on ESPN. We have the bracket. Josh and I have made our picks. I made reasonable picks. You might have made a couple of maybe.
I had fun.
You maybe made a couple of off the reservation picks.
Yeah, because you never know what's going to happen. you don't just pick the best team.
Upsets are the best. March Madness is the best. The buzzer beaters.
I just can't wait to see UConn lose first round.
No, geez, oh Pete.
That would make my day.
UConn's not going to lose the first round.
I'm a UConn hater now, so you know.
So what we'll do is we have made our picks. Where we disagree, we're going to bring up on screen. Hang on. Where's the? What is it? You call it
just a coin flip.
Coin flip. Is that it right there?
Yeah.
All right. Right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do coin flip. So where we disagree, we will flip a coin. Heads will be the higher seed that was picked. Tails will be the lower seed, and that's how we'll make our pick in this bracket. Now, we're each going to end up doing our own brackets, right? So we can go head to head. But that's how we're going to do it. So, we're going to start in the top left.
Okay.
In the East. All right, and we have number 1 UConn against number 16 Stetson. So let's just keep in mind that in the history of the NCAA tournament,
only 2 times has a 16.
Only twice has a 16 beat a 1, but both of those have occurred in like the last 10 years.
One was last year.
One was last year.
Purdue got shit.
Watch that language. We got to watch our language.
They got killed.
They got caught out, but I don't think that's going to be one of them. That's not going to be one of them. You did not pick Stetson. You didn't. Okay.
That's what I would. No.
So we're picking UConn there. So when you're picking, the worst games to pick are the 8-9s. Literally the worst games to pick are the 8-9s.
I'm picking Northwestern.
Josh picked Northwestern. I picked FAU, so we have to go to the coin flip. And, so we go with Northwestern.
Give me that.
So we go with Northwestern. So we got San Diego State, UAB. I don't know much about either of these teams. San Diego State
Went far last year.
San Diego State is in the same conference as Gonzaga.
I think they made
St.
the top
Mary's.
4 last year.
San Diego State? They did. Right, yeah. They went a long ways. But I picked San Diego State. Did you pick? Yeah, you picked San Diego State. I went with San Diego State. They went quite a ways last year. Here's the other thing. The other thing to keep in mind: 8-9 games are terrible. They suck to pick. They're impossible. You're flipping a coin. All right.
Literally.
The 5, but you remember you're going to have upsets, right? 5-12s, 4-13s, 6-11s, 7-10s. 7-10s are almost as bad as 8-9s to pick. All right, Josh. Josh is marking out on his sheet. He's changing picks. Josh is changing picks already.
It's kind of funny though.
He's changing picks. So once you get into these five, once you get to the 3-14 games aren't as bad. But once you get into the 4-13, you're going to get upsets. All right. We got Auburn, Yale. I'm not having any hope for Yale. Are you having hope for Yale?
Only nerds go to Yale.
Okay,
Big
Auburn. So we picked Auburn. That's fine. BYU, Duquesne.
I'm picking BYU.
Interesting story. The last time Duquesne made the NCAA tournament, Marquette were the national champions. Star Wars premiered at the theater, right? 1977,
That's old as hell.
right? But I don't think they go any farther. So I'm going BYU. You going BYU?
Of course.
I'm going BYU in the Big 12. I'm a little biased there. Illinois, Morehead State. Illinois just won the Big 10. I think Illinois, taking that game.
Oh.
Right?
That's good to know.
Right? Washington State and Drake. Number one, Washington State's not getting any love. Drake's named after a musician. I think we're picking Drake.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I picked Drake.
I just changed that.
No, we're picking Drake. We're going with Drake because Drake's just way cooler.
Drake's funny.
Okay? Iowa State, South Dakota State. My only reservation now, the 15 seeds have only beaten the 2 seeds like 5 times, but 3 of those have happened in the last 5 years.
That's great.
Okay? I don't think that's happening here. Iowa State just won the Big 12. They're sneaky good, so we're going to go with that. So let's just continue down that side.
No. Let's finish the top.
No, let's continue down. We're doing each round.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to do each round. Don't be so disappointed. You looked at me like you look at me when I tell you you can't do stuff.
Exactly. What you mean?
All right. So we got North Carolina and looks like Hogwarts here. I don't know what that says. We're picking North Carolina. Right?
Yeah.
You're not picking Hogwarts there.
No, I'm not.
No. All right.
Especially since J.K. Rowling ruined the. By saying that, I think Dumbledore was gay or something.
What?
Yeah,
What was that?
No. Snape was gay and Dumbledore I think was bi or something.
Whatever. Mississippi State, Michigan State. I have a problem with this game.
I already chose mine.
Mississippi State is the SEC. I have no respect for SEC basketball.
Okay.
All right. I think it's riding the coattails of SEC football. Michigan State is are always sneaky good in the tournament, as far as I'm concerned. And I will pick, if you make me choose between Big Ten basketball and SEC basketball, I'm generally going to pick Big Ten basketball.
Shout out to MMG because I'm choosing Michigan State.
Yeah, I'm going Michigan State too. There you go. We've only had one disagreement so far.
Yeah, but
St. Mary's, which comes out of the same conference as Gonzaga, is usually kind of sneaky in this. I don't know that they've ever gone very far in this.
well, they're not.
But they're playing Grand Canyon, which Grand Canyon's okay at baseball, but
Why do you know that?
well, because Oklahoma State had a really good baseball coach and they came from Grand Canyon.
Anyway, St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. We're going with St. Mary's. Alabama, Charleston. Like I said, I don't have a lot of respect for the SEC.
But it's Alabama.
Well, I chose Charleston. I went with an upset with Charleston in that 4-13 game.
But it's Alabama.
Here we go.
But it's Alabama.
We're flipping. Tails. Yeah, baby. That's the upset. We're going upset.
You just ruined my entire bracket.
Right?
What's the point of that?
Clemson, New Mexico.
I picked New Mexico.
I picked New Mexico too.
Why? What is wrong with you?
Nothing. But that's cool. We both picked the upset there. That's
Clemson
good.
isn't known for basketball. So
It's I'm not hot on Clemson at a 6, right? Baylor, Colgate.
Baylor.
I'm going Baylor.
Colgate's a mid school.
I'm picking Baylor. That's Colgate's Ivy League. They're not going anywhere. Dayton, Nevada. This is a tough pick.
Not for me. I picked Dayton.
You picked Dayton? Well, I guess it wasn't a tough pick because we both picked Dayton.
I've heard good things about them. So.
The Flyers. Dayton Flyers. Arizona Long Beach State. Here's a great story. Long Beach State. Their coach was fired the day after the regular season ended. Long Beach State, he had then agreed to continue coaching the team through the conference tournament. And Long Beach State ended up winning the tournament. So the coach, they just fired. I don't know if he's coaching the tournament or not.
Just for that, I'm picking Arizona.
Yeah, we picked Arizona. We both picked Arizona. All right, next, other side of the bracket. All right, Houston Longwood. We're not doing anything there.
I mean,
you picked Houston. Be quiet.
I was gonna say I resemble with the name of the 16th seed.
Yeah, no, you don't.
If you know what I mean.
Nebraska, Texas A&M.
I picked Texas.
Well, I will continue with my disrespect of the SEC and basketball.
I don't know which one is SEC.
So here, Texas A&M's SEC. So here we go. We're going with the flip.
Well, it's gonna be heads now because tails happened twice.
Yes, sir. We're going with Nebraska. There we go. Wisconsin, James Madison. What do you got?
Wisconsin. I forgot how to read for a second.
They just lost in the Big Ten championship game to Illinois.
Thank God I chose them.
And I picked James Madison.
Isn't that the name of like a...
I went upset. He was a president. Was he James Madison a president? No, he wasn't. Yes, he was.
Didn't have how he created.
How about that? I'm a history major, and I don't even remember. That was a history teacher, and I can't remember.
Was he like the 4th president or something?
I don't know. Look that up. I think we'd look it up. Look it up. We got to look it up. This is an informational video here. We're looking it up. The fact that I don't know this off the top of my head is embarrassing.
Yeah, you're kind of sad, buddy.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. James Madison.
4th president. I'm
fourth.
I'm
He was a president. All right.
What can I say? I'm not a history major. I knew more than
We're flipping the coin.
by we.
Right?
Are we weird?
Heads, Wisconsin. There you go. Heads, Wisconsin. That's probably the better pick. I went out on a limb. Duke, Vermont. I don't think we're any quite. Duke.
All I have to say is we're 2 days into college and 3 lectures behind. Let's pick Duke.
That was awful.
Shout out to Jared McCain.
Texas Tech, North Carolina State. This is a brutal pick right here. NC State just won the ACC tournament, beating North Carolina.
Wow, I'm so happy. I totally knew that.
Texas Tech is sneaky good out of the Big 12.
I'm going to pick Texas Tech.
You pick Texas Tech. I pick Texas Tech. There we go. We're going Texas Tech. Do we need to discuss this game, Kentucky-Oakland?
Yeah, I picked Oakland.
What?
I'm joking. I need Kentucky in this.
Yeah, no, we got Kentucky. Florida, no, we picked Florida right here. We're picking Florida, yeah, because we got a Boise State. Here's the thing, that could be a sneaky game. If Colorado wins, Colorado's a little sneaky there. Marquette, Western Kentucky. Remember what I said? The last time Duquesne made the tournament, Marquette won the national championship.
They're not doing jack.
Just remember that. We picking Marquette? Yeah, we're picking Marquette.
Yeah, but they ain't moving past that part.
Okay. Purdue and whatever that is, we're picking Purdue.
Wait! I'm joking. Imagine I did it.
Please.
Imagine.
Utah State, TCU. What do you got?
I got TCU.
We both got TCU.
I think I have all the 9 seeds winning.
All right. Gonzaga, McNeese State. Well, I think we both picked Gonzaga. Yep. All right. Kansas and Samford. You did not pick Samford. Did you pick Samford?
Let's see.
No, don't. You
I'm
can read.
I'm lost.
You
No,
don't.
I picked Kansas. I picked Kansas.
Are you hiding it from me? Show it to me.
I don't want you to see what I picked.
Show it to me.
I picked
It
Kansas.
doesn't matter. I'm not changing my
Well,
picks.
I picked Kansas.
Show me. Show me. I can't. You move it to me. Kansas. All right. Kansas is the pick. South Carolina, Oregon.
I picked Oregon.
We both picked Oregon. We went with 11. Oregon to me is a sneaky one there. Oh shoot, we got to get us out of the way here so we can see this. All right, Creighton and Akron. I picked Creighton.
I also picked Creighton.
Okay, Texas, UVA, Colorado State.
Texas.
I picked Texas, but that's a sneaky game. I think if Virginia wins the play-in, they could be a tough matchup.
But they're not.
Texas.
But they're not West Virginia though.
They're a hard defensive team. They're tough. Tennessee, St. Peter's. I'll go with Tennessee. I don't think St. Peter's going to pull that off.
Yeah.
Even though Tennessee to me is a little suspect because they be sus. Yeah, I didn't say that.
Don't ever say that again.
I didn't say that.
I will not. No, you can just leave it there.
No, we can put it down here now. We're done. All right, next round.
Well, now that we have some differences, I have to change some of my options here.
What do you mean we have differences to change options?
Well, because the way we did this, because
because we had differences over here, so we have to go with whatever team. Right, so we're stuck with whatever team got picked. Whatever that next pick is, we're stuck with it, right? All right, so UConn Northwestern here.
UConn. There's no need to talk about it.
Right, I got UConn moving on too. San Diego State, Auburn.
I got San Diego State.
So do I. Look at that. BYU, Illinois.
I got BYU.
You and I. Look at that. We both picked that. Iowa State and Drake.
I want to pick Drake so bad. I picked Iowa State.
Yeah,
but I wanted to pick Drake, so it's funny.
All right, I know that was weird. North Carolina, Michigan State.
North Carolina.
I picked Michigan State.
There's no way.
Yep, I think
that's not happening. There's no way that's happening.
I think North Carolina is suspect, and Michigan State's the kind of thing. Yes, sirree, Bob. Michigan State, baby.
You.
St. Mary's and Charleston.
You just ruined my the whole
St. Mary's and Charleston. What are we going with?
Wait. Oh, because you took out Alabama. Okay, I guess.
So I picked. So you're stuck. Who do you have going out?
Well, out of the ones that we have.
Yeah. You had Bama going out, didn't you?
I had Bama winning, like that game, but.
Right, you had Bama going out, so you're stuck with St. Mary's because that's who I had picked.
Okay.
New Mexico and Baylor. Who'd you pick? New Mexico, Baylor. Yeah, I picked Baylor too. That's the other thing. You can't get hurt too bad in most pick'ems if you just pick all the high seeds. Like, there's been tournaments where there's been absolute disasters, but over the last 25, 30 years of doing this, if you every year are picking all the highest seeds, you're probably doing pretty good. Dayton and Arizona. Arizona. Yeah, I picked Arizona as well. Other side of the bracket. Houston and Nebraska.
Oh, yeah, you changed that.
Houston and Nebraska. So you're stuck with this pick. I picked Houston to move on.
I did as well.
And you did as well. Wisconsin and Duke.
Shout out to Jared McCain. Duke is winning this game.
All right. Well, I also had Duke winning this game.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Texas Tech and Kentucky.
I have Kentucky.
I have Texas Tech. So
Please,
wait, we got to watch this now.
No, I need to win this one.
No, but Kentucky's the higher seed.
I need them to win this
All right. So heads Kentucky.
I need so bad. I actually
heads Kentucky, tails Texas Tech.
Yes!
Oh!
Yes! Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Josh gets Kentucky moving on.
Thank you.
Florida and Marquette.
I have Florida.
Oh, I have Marquette.
Florida.
Here we go. Here we go. Heads. Yes. Marquette.
They ain't gonna do nothing, bro.
All right. I'm telling you, last time Duquesne was in the tournament, Marquette won the whole thing.
Don't give.
Ooh, watch your mouth. Purdue, TCU. Purdue? Yeah, we both picked Purdue. TCU could be a tough matchup. They're a good team, but Purdue will be too strong. They can't handle that big guy. TCU won't be able to handle that dude. He's massive. Gonzaga and Kansas.
I have Gonzaga.
Yeah, both of us have Gonzaga.
Kansas
is beat up. They're injured.
But
I will say this. Bill Self has won more than one national title, and he knows how to coach in this tournament.
Don't matter if your team is dog.
No, but if you know how to coach in this tournament, teams get tight in this thing. Oregon and Creighton.
I have Oregon.
I Creighton. I have Creighton. So here we go. This is going to be, watch this. This is going to be absolute tails. You're going to get Oregon. Oh, heads, we get Creighton.
No.
There we go. Texas and Tennessee.
I have Tennessee.
I have Texas. I think Tennessee is major sus.
Why have I only won like 2 coin flips?
Okay, because you stink. Tennessee lost the first round of their conference tournament. They're garbage. They're overrated.
Your mom's
overrated.
Yeah.
Tails.
Wait.
Texas.
No. I got excited for a second.
Nope. All right. So here we go. So now we're on to this. So we have UConn and San Diego State. We have UConn, right? Yeah, we both got UConn. We have BYU and Iowa State.
I have BYU.
That's not an awful pick, but I have Iowa State.
Well, I'm winning this coin flip right now.
All right, so you need tails.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. BYU, the home of Jim McMahon. And Steve Young. And there's some basketball player, Jimmy, I can't think of his name now. Starts with an F.
Jimmy Fallon?
No.
Can go down.
For that, something like that. I don't know. Starts with an F. Jimmy something. Wow, that's like, but listen, I can see that happening. It could happen. It's not bizarre. Michigan State, St. Mary's.
Well,
Who did you have going out?
I had North Carolina, but you won, so I guess Michigan State's winning this.
All right. Well, I have St. Mary's winning this. You don't have you lost out with North Carolina, right? So
Yeah.
you're done.
But
So
no. So then
No,
I have Michigan. If you have the team that beat my team.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So then but you would pick Michigan State.
Yes.
All right. So here we go.
Because why not? Wait, is that?
Yep, that's St. Mary's. Now we got
my whole flow.
Baylor, Arizona. So the top 2 seeds in the bottom half of the bracket.
I have Arizona.
You have Arizona. I have Arizona.
Yeah, at least you put something.
Don't bag me. I've won this thing so many times.
Now this
in
is
my
where
family.
You're gonna hate me.
This is where we're getting nuts. Houston and Duke. You picked Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that is such a garbage
Jared
pick.
McCain is my G, bro.
No way,
Duke
man.
is their centers.
Oh,
their centers
no.
good.
See,
They got
this is
no.
there's no way. Houston beating them, and you're gonna get Duke. Oh, no! Yes, Houston, baby. Houston. There we go. Kentucky and Marquette.
Please tell me pick Kentucky. I picked Kentucky.
You picked Kentucky?
Yes.
You picked Kentucky to go out against Duke. I picked Marquette.
Wait, but
Okay.
but I had Marquette beat Duke. No, I had Marquette lose. Wait, no.
No, but I have Marquette. You picked Florida.
Okay.
You with me?
I see.
You with us now? Okay.
Okay, so I want tails.
So you want, hang on.
I want tails.
Yes, you want tails. Oh, no tails. SEC stinks. Nice. That's it. Yes, sirree, Bob. Come on. Come back to me. Come back, son. Come back.
My bracket's ruined.
No, your bracket's not ruined. You're going to get to fill out a bracket of your own here with all your right picks.
You're ruining the best bracket of the
Our
world.
team bracket. This is us. This is our bracket.
It's going to look bad.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's see our final 4. We got a 1 versus a 6 and a 1 versus a 2. So we're pretty...
You ruined the vision.
No, but we're pretty close to tradition here, right? We're pretty close to just picking the higher seeds, right? The way this worked out on that side. Now let's see what we got down here. All right. Purdue versus Gonzaga.
I have their centers really. I have Purdue.
I have Purdue. Yeah, I think that dude's tough. Creighton versus Texas.
Oh, I have none of them, so I have no clue which one I'm going with.
So who did you have going out? Oregon?
Yeah.
You had Oregon going out. So Creighton's going out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here we are. This is our final four. So we got a 1 and a 6 and a 1 and a 2.
Final 8.
Or a final 8. This is the Elite 8. And we have a 5 and a 2 and a 1 and a 3. So not too crazy. Like, it's within the realm of
Kentucky
possibility.
should be there, but someone wants to glaze Marquette. So.
Oh no. That's Kentucky lost the first round of the SEC tournament.
I don't care.
They stink.
Kentucky's a fire.
UConn versus BYU. UConn? We're picking UConn. Yeah. Let's go down here. St. Mary's versus Arizona. Yeah, Arizona. That's who I picked. I picked Arizona. Houston.
Well, I have Houston.
And Marquette.
You probably picked
and you don't have either one of them even close. And so my pick is Houston.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. And then we go down here, and we have Purdue and Creighton, and
I have Purdue making it out.
Yeah, I went with Purdue. Yeah. I picked Purdue.
See, instead of Houston, there should be Kentucky there, but
sorry. So our final four is a 1 versus a 1 and a 1 versus a 2. How non-traditional.
I mean, mine should be 1 versus a 3, but someone wanted to be weird.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So UConn, Arizona. UConn. Picking UConn. Houston, Purdue. A 1 versus a 1.
Well, I have what that was going there. So I have Houston.
But you had Purdue. So you had Houston, but I mean, because you had Kentucky coming out of that bracket. You had Kentucky going all the way. So you're saying Houston?
I had Kentucky winning the whole thing.
Okay. So we got UConn and Houston.
So now I'm saying I think Houston's winning the whole thing.
You think Houston's winning the whole thing because that's the bracket. I think UConn's winning the whole thing.
I don't want them to.
Okay. How are we flipping this coin? Is it alphabetical? We do alphabetical?
Or I choose heads, you get tails.
You ready?
No. Oh, shit, it's on heads. Oh, no, it's on
I'm going to
heads.
flip and you're going to call it.
Okay.
I'm going to flip.
So whatever I choose?
Yep.
Okay.
It's your choice. If you win the toss, it's your
choice.
choice.
Click the thing.
Say it.
Heads.
Unlike no flip. Unlike no flip.
I'm never doing this again with you.
No, but this was just our group pick, right? You're going to fill out your own bracket. That's great. So there we go. We got to do a total points thing here. What is our total?
You clearly don't know ball.
What do we think total points in this game would be? 160? 172. That'd be... Wow, that'd be like 90 to 80. That'd be a high-scoring game.
It will be.
86-86? I think that's high.
If that's right...
I really think that's high. I think we flip a coin. All right, you call it.
No, you call it.
All right. Tails. Heads. You get it.
Great.
Right.
I'm so happy 172 could possibly be a crazy number.
All right, so there you go. So that's our bracket. 63 out of 63 picks. Guys, comment on the video. Tell us what you think. We're going to be filling out our own stuff, and if I get this done...
Make sure to tell him he doesn't know ball, because, Kentucky...
Oh, please, give me a break. Kentucky's not making it, Pat. Kentucky's not making it the second weekend. We'll drop, if I can get this figured out, I'll drop a link in the thing and people can enter bracket challenge. We'll make a group. And people can throw their picks in here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right? I know college ball.
You don't.
You know NBA ball.
That's better than college ball.
No.
That means I know the NBA players going into the NBA.
You understand the NBA stands for the No Basketball Association.
That's what you call it because you don't know ball.
All right, guys, enjoy that. I hope you have good luck in the tournament, and maybe we'll do another one when we get closer to the Final Four.
Let's go Harvard.
That was just awful.